Welcome to Primecast, episode 134. My name is Jesse.
My name is Wyatt.
And yay!
What?
We're here, yay! We got our next episode in a reasonable time.
No fun allowed.
There's always fun allowed.
Nope.
Grumpy Grumperson.
I refuse.
Yes, I did call you Grumpy Grumperson. I got a lot of stuff I would like to talk to you about before we get into news. Actually, let's go through purchases first.
That's what we always do.
Yep. So what kind of shit did you get?
I got the Rhino wave.
What's your opinion on that wave?
The Build-A-Figure is cool. Rhino's pretty rad. I'm glad to have a Rhino, and I really like the design of it. It in my opinion, looks better with more figures than the Select Rhino. Select Rhino looks a little silly sometimes, even if he is bigger, and even at that, he's even a little too big, in my opinion. But so the Build-A-Figure's cool, but each figure, like collectively, that set of figures, I think is my favorite wave of figures of the year.
Really?
Yeah, and by far, like I care about each of those figures except for Misty Knight.
Which one's Misty Knight? Is that the dark-skinned complexion girl?
I mean, you could just, say her race, but yeah. Yeah, it is.
I was trying to think of the most PC way to say that.
I mean, African-American? Black?
Okay. So, I never even heard of her until I saw this figure. Is she not really a big character in the comics or any other form of media?
She's not a big character, more so than she is, like, cool. So therefore she falls into, like, that...
Oh.
That character that you always like because they're there sometimes kind of deal.
Yeah.
And she's being marketed as a hero for hire for here. I don't... Well, okay. No, I do remember her from a couple Heroes for Hire stories, but not integral. Yeah, I don't really recall her personally either. But she's there, and I didn't take her out of the box because I already opened White Tiger and used her Build-A-Figure piece. And it is so exciting that I have figures of White Tiger, Nova, Power Man, and Iron Fist and Spider-Man all next to each other.
So, which head do you have? Which head do you prefer for your Rhino?
The visor, not the screaming one.
Oh.
Well, like the screaming one actually looks pretty cool, but only for like posing when he's doing something, and where I keep him on my shelf, it looks stupid for him to have that face because he's just standing stoically behind a bunch of the villains.
So it look kind of weird with him screaming and just standing there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kraven is awesome. Kraven really is cool. Ghost Rider's really nice.
Do you have the previous Ghost Rider, the blue one?
No. Oh, wait. You mean the one from a couple years ago?
Yeah, the one with the blue flames?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do have him.
Oh. Do you like that one? Which one do you like better?
Honestly?
Yeah.
In, like, actual look, like, the blue one does look a little bit better. Like, just, it looks more detailed. But this new Ghost Rider actively is really cool. Like, his jaw moves. Do you have the blue one?
Yes.
Okay. I still think you should get this Ghost Rider if you like Ghost Rider.
I don't really care too much about Ghost Rider, though.
Well, the figure itself, if you like good figures. Like, there's no reason that you should own, what's his name? Machine Man, and not this Ghost Rider.
You're cutting in and out hardcore.
Yep, probably that new modem.
I can't hear you at all now. Hello?
Hello?
I heard you say hello.
Yeah, my internet's running fine. Nothing on over here's lagging.
I can barely hear you. Well, I'm gonna hang up and try to call again.
Okay.
try this again.
Eh.
Hello?
Eh. What? Hello?
I
Do you hear me now?
really hear you.
Oh, am I laggy, or can you not hear my voice, or what?
Hey, you sound like a robot with a stuttering problem. I'm doing a speed test on my internets. My internet's fine. I can't hear you at all now if you're talking.
Hello?
Yeah? Is there a problem with your microphone, maybe?
How about now?
I can hear you fine now.
Okay, I don't know what that option is. What about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
My Audacity keeps making it steadily go down, like it won't pick it up,
Oh. That's weird.
and I can't lock it in place. I don't know. Anyway,
I do not approve of that. Tell it to fix itself.
I don't know. Where were we at?
You're talking about Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah, there's no reason you should own Machine Man and not Ghost Rider.
Okay.
If you're looking, like, yeah, if you don't care about Rhino, you probably won't dig the Build-A-Figure.
Right.
But like if I recommend two for you, it'd probably be Ghost Rider and Kraven.
Oh, I was kind of like really interested in that Scarlet Spider also, since I have the other one.
He's beautiful. Also a good one is Chameleon.
Yeah.
It's mine didn't come with a tie, which is weird.
That, like, is the tie supposed to be like detachable?
Like, it's not supposed to be. At least I don't think. Because I was looking at the figure, I was like, doesn't this mold have a tie? And I looked closely at mine and saw there was a hole under the collar, and went and found the box and turned it over and was like, well, what the fuck? It's not the biggest loss, but I got ripped off.
Yeah, you did.
And then I got the Hulkbuster wave.
Finally.
Who I think collectively, that wave of actual figures, and not the Build-A-Figure, just the figures that you buy, are all pretty. I don't care about half of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I only really wanted 1.5 of those figures.
Like, okay, I like Vision. Vision I have with my movie Avengers, and he doesn't fit very well, but he doesn't look bad, so I'm okay with keeping him. War Machine's awesome. I like the Iron Man. I'm glad he turned out as good as I wanted. Valkyrie's okay, and I like Doctor Strange, but like, I didn't need the other Iron Man. Vision, I don't understand how that figure exists, because it really is just a crazy amalgamation of 12 different figures.
Like, I refer to it as the Frankenstein figure of that wave.
And it's like, why? Like, well, why give him all these different pieces? Doctor Strange is cool. It's just almost like each figure, aside from War Machine, is just almost hits it really nicely, and then just misses almost.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
War Machine is definitely my favorite individual figure out of that wave.
War Machine, I can say, I in my opinion, is the best one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Blizzard is, and I don't care.
that figure is shitty.
It is too. Like, mine has really loose hips. Like the post that goes into the hips.
Yeah.
Is really loose and raw.
The second one that I ended up with,
Mm-hmm.
the one has the worst fucking paint job.
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. Like the most of those figures are all right, but most of them are okay. But I really don't care about them.
Mm-hmm. Especially I don't know, like out of like some of the shitty figures, I get them a lot of them mixed up
Hmm.
with like I almost said that Grim Reaper is like one of the worst ones, but I was like, oh, that's part of the Ultron wave.
Yeah, you almost feel like better figures should have just been in this wave.
Yeah.
It is. It's weird that who they picked. The Build-A-Figure though, Jesus Christ! I picked up the box off my porch, and was really surprised. And I picked up each figure out of the box and went, "Geez."
Like even just the arm, or like not even the arm, but like just the leg.
The legs are
Of
the
just
heaviest
one,
pieces.
yes, the one of the legs feels like it weighs as much as all the figures put together.
Yeah, I don't know how they got away with it.
I don't know, but it's fucking amazing.
It is amazing.
It's definitely one of my top favorite figures of the year so far.
Oh yeah. The Marvel Legends, I think altogether hit it this year. What did you get?
I've gotten back into interest of DBZ figure arts,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the Super Saiyan Son Gohan.
Oh yeah.
Yep, the not the anime accurate one that came out at San Diego Comic Con a couple years ago, but the
I have that
manga.
one.
Yep, the manga accurate one, which I actually kind of prefer. That have just got reissued within the past month or so,
Yep.
and that figure is crazy awesome.
Gohan, in my
Yep.
opinion, is one of the best ones of the line.
Yep, and I was kind of going back and forth about which Gohan to get because I really want to get one of each character. And for like, I was like thinking about, like, do I want this Gohan or do I want the Ultimate Gohan that's coming out in a couple months?
Mm-hmm.
And I really decided to get the Teen Gohan, mainly because that's pretty much his. I mean, yeah, he was stronger in the Buu saga, but really, he was at his best at during the Cell games.
Oh, he
'Cause-
defeated Cell.
Yeah, I mean, like not only just that, but like he got to that point all by himself. It was a huge accomplishment, like him being able to finally tap into his own power at will. Like it was all like it was something that he really earned himself. As a flash forward to the Buu saga, all you had to do was sit there for 2 days and just stare at Elder Kai, and then that gave him his newfound power. Pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never really sat well with me. So, got that, and I'm getting the Resurrection F figure arts that are coming out in October and November.
Yay.
And I'm really kicking myself for not getting Broly when he came out.
How expensive has he gotten?
He's like 130 on eBay.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you started wanting one was when I saw them start climbing.
Yep. Yep. Really kicking myself for that now. Anyway, you started doing something that I really like. Something I've been dying to talk to you about for years. Something we could talk about and like have a mutual understanding about. Is you started playing the Metal Gear Solid games.
I didn't start. Like, I'm done.
Oh yeah, you started and finished. And you basically played the main storyline, none of the side.
Yeah,
Side
like,
stories.
I didn't play Portable Ops. Didn't
Portable
play...
Ops is kind of not really considered part of the story because it wasn't written by Hideo Kojima.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so and that one's a very poor title.
Yeah, played 1 through 4. Played Peace Walker. Watched Peace Walker. Played through Ground Zeroes, and I know what happens in Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Yeah.
We didn't play through those because they're bullshit. God, and what else? I feel like I watched something else too. I think that's it. Oh, I haven't done Revengeance yet, but I'd like to play that.
I have a lot of hate towards that game because the game was going to be really, really good. Back when it was going to be called Metal Gear Solid Rising.
Mm-hmm.
And it had a tech demo that was released at I believe it was E3 back in '09, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say so. '09 or 10. And it was a super smooth, super polished game. It was very realistic. It was more relied on stealth, but with some action. Then that game went into hiatus, and it was initially canceled, but it was like not really announced. And then Platinum Studios basically took over and remade the entire game and turned it into a hack and slash game, which is complete bullshit. Although it has some really pretty epic shit that happens in it, but it all happens in like the first act of the game, and it's really worth just watching a movie of that. I don't think it's really it doesn't really have much of a story that really expands on the Metal Gear universe.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch the movie or play it.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. Like, I really like 2.
Yes.
2 is great. My only problem with 2 is Solidus proved to be pretty useless overall. I also don't mind Raiden.
I liked Raiden in that game.
Yeah,
I actually liked Raiden better in Metal Gear Solid 2 than I did in 4.
Yeah, 4 he got real edgy.
Yeah, he was too edgy, too emo, too, I don't know. He's not easily relatable in that one. Metal Gear Solid 2 Raiden, it was easy to put yourself in his position and like feel his emotions and feel everything about him. Metal Gear Solid 4, he was mostly robot and just really like he was not very he's not very interesting. He was more quote unquote cool, but they seem to try to put too much emphasis on. And yeah, they're just trying to recreate the cyborg ninja in Raiden's vision.
Yeah.
But 2 is the one I'm really most nostalgic for.
2 is good. I think objectively the best one was probably 3.
Yes. Yeah. 3 is really the fan favorite out of all of them so far.
Yeah, that's what I've gathered. 4 was pretty great. The thing I liked most about 4, and it hurt to go through it because I mean you're just watching Snake die.
Yeah.
You're just killing him. But I like that the game never actually shows you him dying.
Nope.
That's not to say I want a Metal Gear Solid 6. I think Solid Snake's story should be done, but
right.
It'd be really terrible if there was a trailer for Metal Gear Solid 6 and it's young Snake and he's like, well, I'm glad I got my young body back.
Well, in the latest trailer from E3 for the Phantom Pain, at the very, very end, you hear Big Boss say, "Les enfants terribles." That's what Zero called it, and you see.
Yeah, that's the
you see Liquid, and the camera pans out, and you see his twin, Solid, right there.
Yep.
And that gave me ultimate goosebumps there. Very well done.
I think it'd be cool if this game went into right before Shadow Moses.
That's quite a bit big of a jump.
Yeah.
Because Phantom Pain takes place in '84, Shadow Moses takes place in '99.
Yep. But if you think about it, it would make sense for them to, because there's a lot of stuff. It would only make sense for them to, as long as this actually is like supposed to be the final installment of Metal Gear, but who knows?
Well, Hideo Kojima has been saying that he ever since the second one, ever since Sons of Liberty, for every game he's worked on, he said that's his last one, except for Peace Walker. He never said that was going to be his last one. Because in that he was still working on quote 5 at that time, or at least he it was like in the back of his mind. Every numeric title he's worked on, he said his last.
Well, yeah, but also Kojima's no longer with Konami.
And it's funny because at E3, or not E3, the president of was it fucking I don't know what the fuck is the name of the gaming EA. The president of EA said that Kojima and Konami should kiss and make up.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't know. Konami's pulling some lot of bullshit. Like even just from little, they're doing some super like passive aggressive stuff. Like they took, they changed the cover art of Metal Gear Solid 5: Phantom Pain to not have a Hideo Kojima game above the title, which is I don't know. It's very immature shit that they're doing.
Yep.
But I'm super stoked for it. Getting the Day Zero edition, PS4, got it pre-ordered. I'm so excited. I love. And what do you think of Kiefer Sutherland as Big Boss now?
It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping. That's what my roommate said too. It's what he thinks. He thinks maybe at the end is when we'll see David Hayter show up as Solid Snake.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I that's just. I liked David Hayter as Solid Snake. He's definitely the definitive Solid Snake. Him as Big Boss, even during Snake Eater, it just seemed a little bit off to me. Because keep in mind, I played these games like right when they were coming out.
Oh yeah, you had gaps. So then you had you're playing 3 and you're like, well, wait a second.
Yeah. Like, it wasn't really, it was not common knowledge that you're playing as Big Boss before as you're playing the game.
Yeah, when my friend was playing through these when he was a kid, he was really confused playing 3, he told me.
Yeah.
And then he got to the part where he loses his eye, and he's like, what the fuck? And then it got to the end where they said, you are Big Boss, and he's like, oh, fuck.
As soon as he lost his eye, I pretty much made that connection right away. Especially which eye it was. But I tolerated David Hayter as Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid 3. I could not stand David Hayter as Big Boss during Peace Walker. It just because he's too old. He was too old at that point. He was. It just did. It should start to differentiate between Solid Snake and Big Boss at that time, which is why I love Kiefer Sutherland as Big Boss, because it's starting to feel like his own character. It does not feel like Solid. It does not feel like quote unquote Snake anymore. It feels like his own character, and all the Metal Gear fans, I will not say all of them, but a good majority, saying, no, it has to be Hayter because he is Snake. I agree with that, but he is Solid Snake. Solid Snake and Big Boss are two completely different characters. And yes, there's an overlap in the characteristics, and they kind of cover that in Snake Eater. But to a certain point, they need to start being completely different characters. Just like it would be like it's the same logic if at the end of Guns of the Patriots, if with that cemetery scene at the end, if they were both voiced by David Hayter. According to a lot of Metal Gear Solid fans, that's how it should be.
Yeah, that's the main reason behind people thinking David Hayter might suspiciously be behind it. But the only problem with that is, though, the biggest problems. He with everything that's gone down between Konami and stuff, I mean, either
Yeah.
way, it's very easy for them to cut him out of the game.
Yeah.
Because you know he's probably hooked up with Kojima. Give me a minute, if you would. Just carry on. Hold on.
Something's going on over there. But yep, oh, let's see. Yeah, I would be extremely, I don't know if I would be extremely upset, but I just don't want a fan service of bringing David Hayter into the game just because he's David Hayter. It should move on, and he has moved on at certain points. Like, he worked on the screenplays for the first 2 X-Men movies, I believe, and like, it's just time for him to move on.
What?
David Hayter, move on.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and so you plan on getting the Phantom Pain when you get a PS4?
Yeah, like, I have a short list of games I'm getting the day I get a PS4. It's on there.
Phantom Pain is definitely will look best on PS4.
Yeah, and regardless,
super smooth. The environments are way more textured than even the, say, Xbox One. Way much more detailed in that. And I so did when as you're playing through Ground Zeroes, I can honestly say in any of the previous Metal Gear games, I hardly ever used binoculars. Never fucking needed it. Never even cared about it. While in Ground Zeroes, it became an integral part of the controls. It became super useful, and that was like one of my favorite additions to the game. One thing I really gotta say, I gotta praise the Metal Gear Solid series. It's not the same game every time. Every title adds something new to it, and some of that new stuff is carried over to the next one, some is taken away. Each game they try something different, and that's why it's like, it's not Call of Duty. It's not the same game every time. It's completely different, and it's like and then certain elements of a previous game will be brought over to the next one and enhanced upon. Some elements will be taken out. Some will be like, everyone is like a huge milestone in gameplay.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, they learn from stuff they tried before and they enhance it. Like the camouflage gimmick of Metal Gear Solid 3 was brought over to 4, but enhanced upon with the Octo camo.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
What do we got for news?
News. Seen a bunch of leaked photos of the 6-inch Star Wars Black Series figures from The Force Awakens.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you've seen Chewbacca, Finn, it's not really new, but the First Order Stormtrooper, Kylo Ren, who's the one that has that
he's bad guy.
Controversial lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
And Rey and BB-8, and that's it. I'm interested in the Kylo Ren.
Yeah. I still have yet to get any Star Wars Black Series. Did you see that there was a Walmart or two who broke the street date on the toys?
No.
Yeah, so there's a couple people out there who have the 3-inch toys.
Really?
Yep.
I'm hoping that they make that silver stormtrooper. I forget her name.
Oh yeah, there's a 3-inch figure of her, I believe.
Yeah, and whoever Andy Serkis is playing, like his name is like Supreme Leader Snoke or something like that. Like, that's what they said his character's name is. That's it for Star Wars. Nothing else really going on there. A new masterpiece style or scale Megatron has been revealed, and it's from a company called Bold Forms, and they got a figure called Gladys the Dark Emperor, where it's a G1 Megatron, but it's also a triple changer. It can transform into either a gun or a tank.
Is this the unpainted one?
They got a painted prototype.
Oh, okay. I see the painted one.
Yeah. And it looks clunky as it could be.
It looks clunky. It looks like its joints aren't too stiff. I don't know.
It does kind of come with a cool battle scene stage where it has like a destroyed Optimus Prime, and you can have him hold like a matrix of leadership, like with wires and shit hanging from it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of neat.
It's fucked up.
But yeah, no interest in this. Although it is interesting with the route they're going with this, with it being a triple changer. But yeah, my Apollyon is more than I need right now. Oh, so I don't fucking care about this one. Within 2 days, the official Nod Galvatron figure wars have started. 2 different masterpiece inspired Megalvatrons have been released by 2 different companies within 24 hours, which is has to be a new record for a company coming out with their own version or revealing their own version of a certain character that another company has revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first we saw DX9's Tyrant, who has previously made their version of Astro Train called Chigger, something like that, and their own version of Rodimus called Carrie, which looks pretty good. Their Galvatron looks really cool. Looks pretty accurate. I like it a lot. But the very next day, the same company that made Apollyon X Transbots announced their Abaddon. We only saw one picture of that. It's coming out after their versions of Cyclonus and Scourge, so it kind of makes sense that they would eventually do Galvatron.
Mm-hmm.
But we only have like one kind of like photoshopped picture of a prototype. It's kind of hard to tell if it's an actual toy or if it's just a CAD picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's super. If it's an actual toy, then it's super photoshopped. But it looks good too. I honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards the X Transbots version, but I really need to see more. I definitely want to get one of these. I'm going to get one of these. Just need to see more pictures of both toys.
I think I, at least for now, prefer the DX9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. It does look good, but no, I'm kind of biased towards X Transbots at this point,
Mm-hmm.
as I don't have any products from DX9. So yeah. And kind of saw this one coming. It's stupid. Every company now has their own version of Devastator. We had the Devastator Wars a couple years ago, and then Combiner Wars made their own Devastator. And first, another company has made their own Devastator called, oh, I can't remember his name. It was a pretty corny name. I don't know, but it looked kind of uninspired. Nothing really special. But Toy World is making their own Devastator, but that does not have an official name yet. But they're more going for size.
Oh yeah.
Going for the quote-unquote biggest third-party combiner, but saying that it's going to be 19.6 inches tall, so basically 1.5 inches taller than Combiner Wars Devastator. But they do have names for the individual Constructicons, but not an official name for their Devastator form. And it looks good. I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah, that's the tallest one.
Yeah.
It doesn't look, yeah, same. It doesn't look bad. I'm probably not ever gonna get it.
No, I'm not. I'm way more. I'm way perfectly content with the Combiner Wars Devastator that I have. It's.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks good. I mean, I'm not going to diss it at all. I mean, there's nothing inherently bad. I do think the head sculpt on Devastator looks a little bit silly. Looks a little bit wide. But the head looks wide, but the face looks small. But that's about it.
Yeah.
When did we're talking a lot about third-party shit today, which is fine by me anyway. What was that? One company that made Kronos.
That wasn't. KFC didn't make Chrono, did they?
I don't know. Let me see if I can figure this out. Well, anyway, while I look that up, another company called Mechaform is making their own version of kind of, I'm not sure to describe it masterpiece, but it's a big ass G1 inspired Skyfire. They say it's 10 inches tall, so about leader class size, and it looks super shitty.
Yeah, I don't get the big deal over any Skyfires. I'm not looking at them. I have my Generations 1, and I'm fine with it.
I know. I love the Generations 1. But yeah, this Sky Guardian that this company is making, it looks silly. Not a fan of it at all. Let me see if I can figure out. Kronos. Deca Toys.
Who?
Or Deca Toys.
Who?
The only thing that they made before was an alternate heads for MP10. Then they did their own full-size figure. Masterpiece, the Hasbro Masterpiece MP07 Starscream officially had pre-orders that went up and very quickly sold out. And this is Hasbro's version of MP11 without the best parts of MP11. Doesn't have the coronation set, doesn't have the cape, the crown, none of that shit.
Yeah, so you're just gonna get the Takara one, right?
Here's the thing. I want the Takara one, but it's $200.
Yeah, it is. Gotta pay what I paid.
Yep. But I started going back and forth in my mind, like, how much do I really care about the coronation set? I mean, for be like Masterpiece, it has to have the like most important accessories, so that's part of it. But I don't know. Part of me just wants to have the figure, and at that price, it almost seems like the Hasbro version would be more bang for the buck. Like,
how much is the Hasbro one?
When it went up on pre-order at ToysRUs.com, it was at $59.99.
Yeah, if you can get that for that, I would just get the base figure.
That's what I think I'm going to do, because that one's coming out October 1st, at least according to ToysRUs.com. So I'm thinking I'm just going to go with the Hasbro one. Back from Hasbro back to third party. A third party set is coming out that I am very, 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 very excited for. Something I've been wanting for a long time is a weapon set for my Age of Extinction Invasion Prime. Finally, a company is going through with their word, and it's from a very popular weapons company that is called Fans Wanted. They made a lot of stuff for Leader Class Optimus Prime, Leader Class Ironhide, Leader Class Starscream, and now they've got this whole ensemble that's coming out in 3 parts. The first one is the FW FWI 5 Advanced Weapons Collection, which comes with a Gatling gun, a kind of a generic long rifle, which I don't care for much at all. His Buster Cannon, which he sports in the first and second movie.
Mm-hmm.
His Tri-Barrel Striker Cannon, which he sports in the third and fourth movie. 2 handheld swords that he has in the third movie, and 2 shields that he also has in the third movie. And this pre-orders for this is up right now, and I'm getting that. It's a fair price too. It's only like $35 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weapons basically. And I'm glad that they're split up into 3 sections, because I mean it's easier to afford it that way, and it's just basically that's it. And you don't have to wait so long to get something. And the next set is going to be the Jetwing Upgrade Kit Mark II, which is a movie accurate version of the Jetwing set that he had during Dark and Moon. It's not the more toy accurate version, it's the movie accurate version, and it's has a 2 arm mounted fucking guns, I guess the best way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And his jetpack, which I'm completely surprised by, because I would not expect a company make a Jetwing accessory for this figure, but the more the merrier. And we just saw unpainted prototypes, so this one just solid white. So I'm really hoping like they have flames on this one, just like how it did in the movie. And it actually, all this shit, the Jetwing pack, the weapons kit attaches to the advanced, the annular armory, which is his trailer ring from Dark of the Moon. It does not transform into a trailer, which is fine by me, because it looks pretty badass in just that circular weapons ring of death. And I'm gonna get all of this shit because I love I love the Evasion Optimus Prime mold, and one thing it was sorely lacking was weapons. It just came with a Megatron gun, and that's it.
Yeah.
The only way
I think I might get the weapon set. Maybe the jetpack set.
Yeah. Really, the most play value is the weapon set and the Jetwing set. While the weapons ring is just really just for display purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
The only way I could have seen this set been improved if it had the axe from Dark of the Moon.
It doesn't?
Nope. It just has the handheld swords.
Oh well.
Which is kind of a bummer, but I like the handheld swords. I like the wide range of weapons, except for the Gatling gun. I'm not sure where they got that idea from.
John in the office had a good idea.
Yeah. The super basic long rifle is super basic and generic. It's silly looking. But yeah, can't wait to get this. Will look great with my Takara Tomy Evasion Prime. Let's see. Yeah. Only one more third-party announcement. I swear we're done with third-party news today. Spark Toys reveals their own new War Within Optimus Prime prototype, and it's kind of weird. Like the size of this is not really clear.
I thought we already talked about this.
Last week? No, we talked about it through... Wait, did we talk about it? I think we might have, now that you mention it. Because yeah, we did. I'm sorry. Because I was trying to tell you about where it had its axe. That's right.
No, yeah, it's good. I just remember thinking, wait a minute, I remember being pretty not impressed.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like, I think it has a lot of potential.
Yeah. I'm still really...
I remember, yeah, we did, because we deciphered its masterpiece scale.
Because it has a pointy finger.
Yep.
Yep. But they have a size comparison picture of it just being a little bit taller than a deluxe, even though it says it's 9 inches tall. Kind of confusing. Spark Toys, get your shit together.
Not buying it now.
Is there any, like, Marvel Hasbro movie news that you... Oh, did you see Fantastic Four?
No,
No?
no, I don't hate my life that much.
Yeah. What
Did
the
you?
hell? No, I don't. I don't even think I have no desire to see that movie in theaters, and I don't think I want to see that movie at all.
God, I do. I just want to see how bad it is.
Like, from what I hear, it's not enjoyably bad.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's just bad,
apparently,
bad. It's not like Sharknado bad where you can enjoy it and make fun of it, but it's just boring, fucking boring bad.
yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. I've heard the movie. Like they get their powers and like they learn how to control their powers, and like 15 minutes later, the movie ends.
And the director, I had kind of high hopes for it for a little bit because the director, his first movie, movie we both love, is Chronicle.
Yeah,
But as soon as the movie got released, I mean, last episode, I believe you're talking about how the the embargo for reviews on the movie was not going to be until the movie was released, and we both said that's not a good sign.
yep.
And it was not a good sign because yeah, it ranks worse than fucking Dragon Ball Evolution on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fucking bad.
Like I like to know how bad things are, so I kind of want to see it, but I'm not gonna spend any more than like $3 to watch it.
I would have to be paid to see that movie in theaters.
God. Did you see all the tweets he made?
Yeah, he basically threw Fox under the bus,
Yep.
which I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not sure if he's being sincere saying that like he had a vision for the movie that really was better and like Fox kind of fucked it up for him, or if he's just trying to make excuses for his mediocre film.
I don't know. Here's the thing though. I totally can believe, like, if it turns out all that is what happened, I believe it. Like Fox has done that, and it all comes down to what happened was the company had too many hands in the pot to make that movie. Too many people who had a say, and it just dragged the movie down terribly. Like, okay, you know that part in the trailer where the thing jumps out of the plane? That's in every trailer?
I think so, yeah.
The part where Reed's talking and then the thing drops out, it's at the end of every trailer.
Yeah.
That's not in the movie.
Okay. Total view showdown. Fantastic Four versus Green Lantern. 11 days. In 11 days, Green Lantern made 91 million. In 11 days, Fantastic Four made 43 million. It's done less than half of one of the worst comic book movies in recent history.
Like, and that's the problem too. Everyone's like, well, it's not the worst superhero movie. It's like, well, superhero movies in 2015 shouldn't be that bad.
No, we've got a fucking Deadpool movie that looks like it's going to be one of the more faithful comic book movies.
No. Don't even. It looks like it is straight up the most faithful comic book movie.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go. don't even say it's the one of the most. It's the most.
No, it really does. And everyone's
Yeah.
gonna give it shit because, oh, well, Ryan Reynolds is in it. So who fucking cares? He obviously is the one that makes a bad movie. Fox has never known what they're gonna do with their Marvel rights. So, yeah, Fantastic Four was terrible. And, well, who else is surprised?
I'm not.
Nope. Fuck that movie.
One movie I did see that I really liked was Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Terrible.
No, it's not terrible. Actually, that has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Jesus.
No lie. No joke.
I know, I've seen it.
Who's walking behind me? Why is Zachary naked? That's unnerving. Zachary just runs behind me. He's naked.
Why?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Huh.
But you didn't get a chance to see Resurrection F, did you?
No.
The thing about Resurrection F is I still like Battle of Gods better. Because Battle of Gods is not a cliche Dragon Ball Z story. It does not end the way you would imagine it would end. It does not have the cliched villain that you'd think a Dragon Ball Z movie would have. It has a much more interesting story behind it. Resurrection F is a little bit more of the cliched DBZ story. Which
I'm gonna have to watch it. I also still have to watch Battle of the Gods.
Yes, please watch Battle of the Gods soon.
Yeah, have you seen Zach?
Yes. Why is he naked? Okay. Questions?
I can't access Google Chrome, so that's gonna be next time.
Why can't you access it? Is it being
Yeah,
derpy?
my internet earlier.
Alright, let me double check to see if there's any late breaking news. None here. None here.
What?
And none here. Okay. So, even though we didn't get a chance to go into questions, please feel free to send in any questions to primecastqa@gmail.com. That's primecastquanda@gmail.com. What's the password? Password for this episode is... I don't know.
What?
Fucking password. I don't know. Balls of Steel.
Alright.
If you listen to or watch a whole episode, please type in the comments section Balls of Steel. Just lets us know if you watch a whole episode. It makes us happy. So,
What?
what's so funny? You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAUTOBOT. And you can Instagram me too, SSJAUTOBOT. You can follow me at Twitch at twitch.tv/SSJ_Autobot.
I'll have something to promote soon. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep.
Alright guys, until next time, thank you for watching.
Bye.
One more.